Dating does not work in the big 2024, and with where things are headed, it is only going to get worse. Social media has destroyed the concept of being with a single person, growing and suffering with them, facing life's turbulences together. Nowadays, it is only a matter of time before a tiny argument leads to not a productive discussion on boundaries and expectations in the relationship, but a slew of venting to external parties who may very well have ill intentions. Dating itself has just become completely transactional and a nightmare. No getting to know each other, no investment in a budding relationship. You know how the wise saying goes, learn to stay alone and be completely responsible for yourself. It's more important to understand the saying's weight today than it has ever been in history. Keep in mind, being alone is not being lonely. Because as you are bound to realize, when you are alone, you have the ability to be the best version of myself. Society in general has gotten callous and impatient. Nowadays, dating is so much about getting your pick that it is now more about choosing the next better thing than staying/locking in. We look at people like they are products on Amazon, constantly judging and comparing instead of seeing them for what they truly are. It's extremely dehumanizing. I do not know if you've noticed, but dating is starting to resemble a job interview more and more. The flaw in that system is gargantuan, because like a job then, once people get a job, they're always looking for a better job opportunity. That's not how dating and relationships are supposed to be viewed. So many people, both guys and gals, have given up dating due to it being so difficult and depressing. So all that is left on dating sites now are the impatient ones who aren't there for anything but a fling. It begs the question, how did we even get to this point right here? Let me tell you what I've observed. Nowadays, everyone is stuck with their phones at every moment. Our internet-driven culture has made us modern zombies that are addicted to our phones, our apps, and our online profiles. It is quite common to see that people spend more of their time on their phones instead of paying attention to what's in front of them. Clearly, we are addicted to our phones. We are used to that instant hit of dopamine that we get from a bit of validation, whether it's by a text or someone reaching out to us through a social media app. While I obviously still think that technology development is great for humanity, when used the right way, unfortunately, like many areas of life now, dating has become some sort of slot machine. A machine where you are just looking for that next hit that doesn't bring you happiness, but it manages to keep you distracted endlessly. That vicious cycle, once you get trapped too deep, is very hard to exit and requires sheer willpower. What we've learned through all of this social experiment is that technology acts more as a separator than as a connector, making people more passive and anxious and less socially adept. From a guy's perspective, let's be brutally honest, modern dating sucks. I believe that dating today has many issues. It used to be a case that a guy would go on a date, and afterward, having had a great time, he could miss that person, so he could think about her, and that way, investing in his mind. And so as the next day, and the next, so he would be trying to arrange to meet again next weekend. There would be build-up to that weekend, and when he'd finally see her again, he would then get that rush of excitement and oxytocin, which is the love hormone, that comes from being with someone that you are attracted to and that you are interested in. And every time he would finish a date with her, he would be more and more excited about the next time. And that's how a real relationship began. However, now you have that same guy getting off of a date with someone, and then the next day his phone is ringing or popping up with text messages. He goes back to Tinder or Facebook or Instagram, whatever floats his boat, where he now sees even more dating options. He gets distracted and loses his passion for the girl he was just thinking about a day before. I am sure this has happened to you too. The truth is, social media is playing with your brain. You should be aware that every day, by using apps like Instagram or Tinder, you are looking at an unnatural degree of beauty that's presented through filters and people's ability to edit their photos and choose the best angles. With social media, people get the power to edit their life and choose the perfect moments that they want to share with the world. We are prone to a standard of attraction that doesn't even exist in the real world. Technology has a more insidious effect as well, which is that it serves as a virtually endless source of false validation. So what should you do? We live in a world where the balance between men and women is all messed up. And in the end, nobody wins. Stop spending so much time on your phone, my guys, and even gals if any are watching and have made it to this point, but it especially applies to guys. Go out and try to meet as many people as you can. I really believe that we, as men, should always make the first move and do something about it. Go out there, talk to the girls you like, and share your peculiar energy with them. That is the only way to win the heart of that special girl that you are dreaming of. Always try to spend real, face-to-face time with the person you like. Keep your virtual contact as low as possible. As a man, I do not want to see you brainlessly lurking around on social media all day. That is not the life you can afford to live. Stay in the real world. And one day, an amazing thing will happen, and you will find someone worth your effort. With that said, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you support the channel down below by dropping a like and subscribing for more content in the near future. I would love to hear your thoughts, your stories, your experiences in the comments below, so feel free to drop them.